as far as our planning for the election 2022 and the government formation was staged 6 months or so earlier. We had a look into the rationale behind Wewak East Sepik province being a site of retreat for members after the elections, so that we prepare the team that will be on our side, with Pangu leading the way, assisted by our current and coalition partners who we presently share coalition to run our government. Last 3 years was never easy. It was 3 hard years. We took office at the back of a contest for getting back more for our country, fighting for our national interest and rights, especially in the resource sectors where we felt that the regime and the shift in the way we were structuring agreements must take place. This came at the backdrop of 8 years of consistent decline in as far as the performance of the economy was concerned under the previous regime. PNC-led government that took from a healthy economic status quo where National Alliance left behind in 2011, 8 years of consistent erosion in terms of our national economic status. Some of us resigned in 2019 and we restructured government, and in that restructure of government there was a strong placement of not just Pangu Party, but we had National Alliance, we had URP, we had People's Party, we had United Labour Party, we had smaller but important parties with strong principles like People's Movement for Change, Allegiance Party, National Party, the formation of Liberal Party, One Nations Party, and many other parties who joined hands with us. And in the last 3 years, despite the hardships, firstly in 2020 induced by COVID-19 that did not help the cause but exacerbated the wide scale of economic reconstruction that needed to be made by the executive government. Then of course the 2020 politics that came into play, and then the effect of both COVID-19 and the 2020 politics that went on into 2021 as a nation prepared for 2022 elections. The backdrop was not too kind on us as we prepared for the elections in 2022. Right in the face of the issue of REIT, we had the passing of the saving Deputy Prime Minister then, that of course had an effect on how we went into the election period that consumed or ate up 1 week or 2 weeks of election time. So in the background we went to elections, but as a leader of the present coalition, Pangu Party knew all along that the Wewak was the ideal site for us to have our retreat and get all members who were elected into office from our line of thinking, who shares the same policy mindset as us, who know that they will participate in the journey of reconstructing our economy, taking back Papua New Guinea away from corruption hands and away from personal interest mindset to ensure our country gets better. So the team here will be a team made up of not just Pangu Party, but you would see evidently strong leadership of the Greater Sepik and National Alliance here, a presence of URP already in our retreat and camp here, and indication that I'm getting as the count comes to conclusion, all our present coalition of leaders have given indication that they will join up and for us to reconstruct a team with a clear agenda to ensure we continue on the story of reconstructing for our economy and our country and build a better country going forward in the next term. Next term is critically important. We will celebrate 50 years of independence in 2025. My generation of leaders want to present in 2025 a country that is truly moving towards economic recovery, empowering our people in the process, building better education, better health, better infrastructure by connecting all parts of our country, working on bettering our law and order environment. And Governor Bet is very fond of and has been a strong advocate of better electoral processes. All this sort of thing would be agreed upon by this body of leaders who would congregate here in Wewak, and we will then take it to Parliament as the first day of sitting arrives on the 4th of August, as said by Governor General upon our advices. Greetings from Wewak. As we go through and more members come in, I'll sit here, I'll be stationed here. I've received calls from all our coalition partners, all our leaders, all political parties, all independent candidates who feel that they could share government with us or their presence in our government. They've called us. This camp here will get busier as the days progress towards the 29th. And we will not be wasting time. It's a retreat-like camp. We'll be reviewing how our country has come in the last 47 years. We will especially dive in to look at the NA-led years from 2002 to 2011, the PNC-led years from 2011 to 2018-19, and the Pangu-led years from 2019 to 2022, to point to our country many of the rubbish that goes on in the public space, in Facebook, social media. We'll go into the facts, look at the economic numbers, look at how our country has come in as far as human development indicators are concerned. And then we, from us here, the body of leaders, will put together what we want to do for our nation for 5 years and going forward beyond this. So that is it from me. Governor Bed is sitting.